YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Snail Goodfella Nail coming through with another pickup haul. Quick clothes just from like the thrift and one from like this school uniform place for kids. You know, I seen this crazy vest. It's not like a crazy vest like with stuff all over, but you know, I like that forest green colorway. So anyway, first thing first, I have the Indians joint and got that Cleveland Keep Calm. Got this from Walmart for like 10 bucks. I already had this on in a few videos already, so you know, not nothing like crazy new, but yeah, definitely my thing. Also, I got this teacher vest, Fly in Flames, man. Now with me, y'all know I rock mostly, you know, any kind of brand. As long as, you know, if it look good, I'm wearing it. I don't care what it is. I believe it's about style. But anyway, this joint right here, let me get my hanger. This joint right here is, oops, I grabbed the wrong size. Damn. But anyway, this is not my size, but I actually got a smaller size. Now this is an extra large. Me, I got a large, so picture this in a large for me. So this forest green just vest or whatever, you know, with the vest, you know, with the buttons a little bit lower or whatever, those fly. That's fly. Do it any way you want to do it. Anyway, now off to more sort of thrift pickups. This one is a little bit more known about around some parts of the country. This is called the Avalon Exchange, and they have locations. This is the little logo, but can't even see that. Like a white chick on a hammock over like a lake or something. But yeah, they got a place in Pittsburgh, Cleveland, St. Louis, Savannah, and Winter Park. So yeah, let's get off into it. First thing first is this yellow, kind of like goldish, like macaroni, like corduroy vest I got. This one is a size large. Now I do wear a size medium, but you know, in case I want to layer up, I can rock this joint. I think it's different. I think it's flames. I like the ribbed like sleeves right there, and you have pockets all over. The Velcro joint, Velcro at the bottom, and Velcro pocket at the bottom as well to the left. Now this does need a good washing. All of them do. You know, when you go into the thrift, you gotta wash all that. So you know, this definitely will be getting rocked soon. Again, I'm all about copping essential pieces. I'm not really too much on just copping like the super basic stuff that's gonna come out like next year with a slightly different variation. You know, oh, you know, they got a sleeve on the shoulder now or something like that. So I try to get stuff that I really don't too much like have. You know, I might cop a few more colors or whatever and whatever. So like this, for example, I don't really have an Indians jersey necessarily, but cop this for like 10, and you know, you got the nice vinyl print. And going to the back, you got Santana. And then it's like, look at this, man. It's like, it's from like a discount drug mart food fair. So I guess this wasn't from the team shop. It might just been like some local, some kind of like local deal. But yeah, so I don't know how I'm gonna actually wear this shit. I might wear it with like a turtleneck or something like that, you know. I don't know, still deciding. You know, you pick up pieces and then you might figure out what to do with them later. Also too, you might figure out what you might want to do with them as far as fits later. Also too, one of the unique things that I like about this vest, just real quick, you got the plaid on the inside too. So, you know, they're paying attention to detail with that. Got a lot of graphic t-shirts. Well, I guess 3. All right. This joint right here. Now, this probably might not resonate with anyone if you're not like from up here. So Northeast Ohio, you know, top 5 amusement parks, easily, you know, kind of like heard around the country, is Geauga Lake. And right now, if you ever seen that show Life After People, like that's what the place like actually looked like. So, and you got the logo right there. What is Geauga Lake? Then to the back is obviously a bigger one. And at the bottom it says an American classic. Got it like in this nice water blue. Shut down like years ago, man. And they switched it over, changed it to Six Flags and all that stuff. But originally it was Geauga Lake. So this is like a classic nostalgic piece for me. Again, it was a top 5 amusement park in the country too, so definitely worth it. Now it looks like Life After People. If you ever seen that show, you know, like they got an old wooden roller coaster up that's like the plants and environment laid claim to the whole damn park. It looked crazy. It looked like it's just, it has so much, it has so much potential too, man. Like SeaWorld connected to it, and it was like crazy. But yeah, so yep. On to the next one. So that's a nostalgic piece. Then gonna swing into a little bit of Ralph. I picked up on a Ralph polo, and this one is rugby polo. So Ralph Lauren, that is, and this is a size large. Looked like it might have been shrunk down to a lightweight medium, which isn't too much of a bad thing. Now this one right here, when you messing with the Ralphie, you know, you got the custom fit. So, you know, this should fit well and a little bit more roomy versus like a slim fit and all that stuff, or athletic fit. And you also got like that crest right there, says 1967. And you got more so like that chevron like V right there. And obviously you got the branding right there. Then to the back you have the 8. So this is, again, you know, along the lines of that rugby like jersey. Buttons is kind of like feel almost like rubber, and which is typical of Ralphie. They really pay attention to detail. I know a lot of people wear it for the name, but also if you actually pay attention to what he's doing as far as like the lines and the actual product, you will see that he actually pays attention to detail. Just same thing with like a St. John's Bay right here. You know, most people, if they would have made this kind of like vest or whatever, they wouldn't have done this. Like put like a, like, yeah, they had an interior in there, but the fact that it's like a flannel interior, and then Ralph Lauren might do something along the seam or something, like, so in case you needed this like tailored or you know, to fit to you a certain way, like they do extra stuff like that. It depends on who you are though. If you're just wearing a shirt in general, then, you know, not going to be too much of a big deal. I didn't even know they had like armholes. Wow, that's crazy. Like under the armpit, for the jersey's sake, they have like embroidered, like that's not a rip or a hole like somebody accidentally done it or they stretched their arm. That's actually purposely done, and that's embroidered too. Like that's what I'm talking about, like the detail. You know, you break a sweat, you know, your underarms might get sweaty, so you don't have that build up under here. You can air it out. I wish he did more of his polo shirts like that. Not all of them are like that, but that's what this is a perfect example. Again, if you pay attention to detail, same thing on the other side too. So it ain't no fluke. You know what I mean? You don't get that fluke around here. So, you know, on the left side as well, he got the armpit holes. you know, so he can breathe. And then on the other side as well, he has the armpit ventilation. So just like ventilation in the sneaker, man. Now, throw this in the washer, hit it up with the iron, press it out, you know, get that nice smooth fit and good to go. One of the reasons why I copped this though, because I actually like that forest green colorway, and I don't have a navy blue Ralphie joint. So, you know, for how much was it? For 12 bucks, can't beat it. So, yeah. They also had another little piece too, a nice little cream hoodie joint, but I picked this over that because it's only been so many times you could wear that. You could wear that polo like 1,000 times damn near. Which one first? We got the Bob Marley joint for $6, and this was the first thing I picked up. Size on this is a medium, and this is from Zion Roots Wear. So I think this is his official line that his sons run. Flying Flames. This is stuff that you can't really, you know, in this condition, like that broken in used. Like, it's just funny. It's funny now. Now remember, I did a video on this few months ago when I was talking about how the thrift stuff came to rise in the 90s and all that stuff, in the 80s somewhat. And now these corporate brands, you know, the H&M's, the Forever 21s, and the other one, PacSuns, and whoever else, now they doing this stuff like that whole washed in look and all that stuff, and they're selling it brand new to you, already looking like this, when originally we was getting stuff like this from the thrift because we liked that look, that whole vintage look. This was stuff that was hard to find. This is stuff that's like only you gonna have it, like it's unique. Like, this shirt probably came out in like 98 or something like that, but nobody else isn't really gonna have this. The chances of somebody else having this, you know, and it's no not, but H&M might, and it's no disrespect neither, but H&M might drop something, a line of shirts of a certain celebrity. It's a good chance you might see that being worn this year because that just came out. So that's typical. Probably back when these came out, it was like that too. But, you know, since you get that aged in time, that worn in, like, look, you can't really buy that. I guess you can buy that now some places again because these corporate stores are starting to get hip. Well, they are hip now, that that whole 90s effect. But anyway, you got my man Bob Marley right here. Wish I could have got this from Jamaica or something, man. His shirts was expensive as hell down there. Like, they know, like they charge you them tourist prices. But up here, you know, you can get it for damn near a little bit of nothing. So it's like, especially at like the thrift, and then like Walmart had his shirt for like $5. I showed that on my channel here. That was like 2 years ago roughly. But it don't look like this. Like, this looks like they put the time in it, and they got the dreads hanging. And what that say, people get ready, you know, and it's already worn in. So long story short, it's broken in. I mean, you look at somebody like Round 2, they got all that success because this is really in. You know, it's still, I think it's already been a subculture, but I think what's my man name? That's Round 2. I'm from Sean Wotherspoon. He seen that it was a market for this. And, you know, I can't do nothing but just congratulate him. I mean, he swooped up all the stuff that's like this, all the brands and the Tommy Hilfiger, all that stuff from back in the day, and is literally reselling it, you know. And it's already been going on anyway, to a smaller extent. Like, people were selling on eBay, like getting stuff from the thrift. But he actually like made a business out of it. You know, that's helly shopping you got to do, because, and then too, don't say nothing if you get like, if you an owner or whatever, we just put you in his position. You get a bunch of Bob Marley shirts that sell because they like the way that graphic look and they like the way it's broken in. You know, you can't like reprint them. I mean, like, I guess you could go to his sons and maybe talk a deal and reprint them. But this kind of stuff, you know, like, man, now you got to find the next hit. You know, you got to find the next shirt that's similar to this that somebody might like. But, you know, again, that whole 90s thing in, Sean Wotherspoon was smart enough to really take advantage of it. So, you know, it's nothing but props to him with that. But it's just funny. Again, it's funny seeing these corporate brands trying to do that to them, to their own things. And you know, last but not least, well, lastly, my last thing. So the Phantom of the Opera, this size large, Pandages Theater, Toronto, Canada. So I like the graphic, man. I like the way it looked. I feel like it's something different. I never really too much had anything like this. Definitely fly in flames. I mean, this got vintage written all over. You know, you tuck it in and, you know, it's fly. The graphic on it, you know, it's smooth. You know, typical 90s like feeling. You know, it don't feel like burnt bacon or anything. You know, some of the graphics like feel stiff while the shirt feels soft. But a good thing about these shirts, most of them, the graphic breaks in too in most cases. So again, you got more of that worn in look. Same thing with the Bob Marley joint, and you can see it because when I actually put this next to my black jeans, you can see that this is slightly lighter and stuff. And it's funny, again, you know, I know everybody might not be a fan of this kind of stuff, but not necessarily Phantom of the Opera, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like thrifting and stuff like that, the good thing is, again, it's unique to you, that specific item, and blah blah blah. This type of softness, this type of broken in feeling, and this faded black actually makes it better. You know, you get the clothes with the character. They wear better, they look better. You know, of course, I can just put on a crispy black tee. You know, you never get, you know, you can't go wrong with that. But you know, when you got that graphic on it, and you appreciate character, like I appreciate the character in the sneakers, appreciate the character in the clothes, appreciate the detail. You know, a lot of people just throw the shit on and leave it alone. But now I ain't saying that this is like, oh yeah, this got like the detail. You can like hem it and make it small. You know, you can hem it and make it into like a 3XL or something like that. I ain't saying all that. But the character on this is priceless. And for the price, I got this for like $6 as well. So that's it for my pickups. So just real quick, and I started doing this lately, just a quick recap before I head up out of here. Phantom of the Opera, Flames. I could see Supreme doing something like this, like a Phantom of the Opera joint. Ain't nobody hit on that theme yet. Then you got the great Bob Marley. Then you got my area up around here, not Geauga County, but Geauga Lake. The long sleeve joint, amusement park that I went to as a kid. So that's nostalgic for me. Got that navy blue. Then you also got the Ralphie polo shirt right here. V-neck. Then with the 8 on the back. Then you got the yellow vest from St. John Bay. Fly in Flames. Makes a good, it is definitely a good outfit complementer in case you rocking something fly. That'll just turn you up. We got the classic Indians joint. The Santana on the back. I'm not a big baseball head, so I don't know who's Flames or who's, you know. I got basic knowledge. Oh, here we go. We got Carlos Santana on here too. Cool, he on the shirt. Now I know what his face look like. So he got to be doing something. You know, he's good enough to be put on the shirt. And these, you know, they almost won a World Series a few years ago. So yeah. And last but not least, though, y'all, this is my sizes. I forgot it. My size is upstairs, but also got a green vest. So yeah, picture this being smaller. My size is upstairs. I got a size large that actually fits to my body. This is an extra large. You know, simple green, forest green, NyQuil cardigan. Flames, man, flames. It's about accessories and layering up in style. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.